Welcome to the Q.A.C. Team Podcast, your quality assurance consulting team. Quality is our highest priority for your business with one goal, one direction, success. And now here's your host, Charles Luttrell. Good morning, listeners. I'm here this morning with Aaron. Aaron, welcome to the Q.A.C. Team Podcast on this early morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Thanks. So tell our listeners who you are and what you do.
Hey, I'm Aaron Lacy. We started up a business here in Pinckneyville, Illinois, and it's a barbershop / bar with slot machines, kind of like a gaming parlor.
Very interesting business model. I love it.
Thank you.
When you came up on my feed, I said, man, I got to talk to these guys.
I was wondering how you came across me. We've only been open for like 30 days.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. It's just really been attracting people. I mean, people has really never seen anything like this. And the cool thing about it, we're in a town of say 3,000 people, and we get the perks of a big city like St. Louis, because like even big cities don't have stuff like this, So I'm really proud of this. I really am, because it was a long time coming.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I guess we can talk a little bit about, as we move to the podcast interview here, talk a little bit about why did you decide to be a business owner?
So how it originally started, I started doing some investing. I did a lot of short squeezing, and just buying different stocks and flipping them, and it was getting scary because I had this money, and the market was starting to go to shit. So I don't know, can I cuss on this? Or
yeah, you're fine. This is an adult podcast. You're good.
Okay, yeah. And it was like either keep risking it or think about putting it into something physical, like a building or something, and make an income off of that.
Yeah.
So my fiance, she's been a barber here in Pinckneyville for 14 years. And since the day we met, I told her, you need to get your own shop. Uh-huh. But with that, I'm like, yeah, if I get her shop, she'll make an income. But what about me? So I got lucky enough. In Pinckneyville, we have the courthouse, and then we have businesses around it. And these two buildings were just sitting empty for however many years. Nobody really wanted to invest in it. And I was just staring at it. I'm like, why? There's two buildings. I'm like, what if we made a barbershop in one building and a bar in the other? And then we did. And I put French doors to make access to both of them, and it just kind of took off.
Yeah. Looking over your Facebook page and looking at your business model, it's very intriguing, and the next question, obviously, is why did you choose your industry? Because now you have a bar and you have food and you have slot machines, right?
Yeah, honestly, that's a great
Tell us
question.
about that, because this is interesting. I love it.
So me and Rachel were sitting around, my fiance, and barbershops are strictly are more of a man environment. And in Pinckneyville, we have 6 to 7 beauty places, but we don't have one barbershop, like one old school barbershop. And that's kind of what we're aiming for. So right. I was like, how do we entice the male side even more? A sports bar. So we made kind of a sports bar environment on my side. And I told Rachel, you do whatever you want to your side, and I'll do whatever I want to my side. So she has her barbershop with there's a video on there you can watch and check out the whole place on our Facebook page.
Is it kind of like a walkthrough video?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Purely Pinckneyville is the one that did the interview for us.
Okay.
And you go on her side, there's mirrors everywhere. We got we brought it back in time. We tore out the drywall. We went back to the original brick. We just wanted to make it look old, and I think we hit it on the nail with that. And then my side, we did the same. We put we put TVs everywhere. We got slot machines in the back, and we made it a cool, fun environment. Like like I said, I'm really excited about this. I'm really proud of it. Like I didn't expect to ever make something like this, you know.
And then expected to reach someone in Maryland who does a podcast and say,
I
"Hey, I want
know.
to interview
Whenever
you."
you message me, I'm like, this got to be a scam.
Right? I hear the line. This got to be a scam, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, I've only had this open for 30 days, and somebody's messaging me about this. But no, I love
Right.
it. I love that I catch interest all the way from Maryland. Like it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, absolutely. So we have a lot of regulations here in Maryland with
Yeah.
slot machines. Like we can't just, I'm curious, what was the process? You know, the next question obviously is what are some of the challenges that you face? But I'm curious first, before we get into that, is what's the process out in Illinois for to get those slot machines into your place? Were there like some kind of regulations you had to go through and
Yeah,
permits
yeah,
and
it's
things?
pretty it's pretty yeah, they're pretty thorough about it, you know. You got to have a background check, you got to get approved from the city and then the
Hmm.
state, and then the state has to vote your business in, and yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, you have a gaming commission out there as well.
Uh not not in our city, no. We
Hmm.
got a liquor commissioner, but I don't think we actually have a gaming commissioner. We have a gaming commissioner throughout the state, yes, but
Yeah,
not the city alone.
but not in that too. That's interesting. Yeah, because
Yeah.
anything we do here, it goes to the gaming board, and it's intense.
So you guys don't in Maryland, you guys don't have slot machines like in bars or anything like that?
No, no, we're not
Well, I guess
allowed.
it's time for you to make a trip to Illinois.
Yeah, so I absolutely. As soon as we started talking last night, my mind is already. I'm going out. I got to see this. This is impressive. And we have
Man,
we do have like video poker in some bars, but they're not for you. Like you don't get paid on them. They're just for entertainment.
yeah, do you have to pay into them or?
No, they're
Okay.
free to play. Yeah, but a
Oh,
lot of we only have casinos here where you can do the gambling, and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah, Maryland's pretty strict.
Yeah.
So let's since we talked about that, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about some of the challenges you face. I know you were happy that you found these vacant buildings and you tore them out and you've made it back to old school. So tell us some of the challenges that you faced. From when you realized you got this money, now you want to do something.
Well, I mean, there was the challenges. I mean, I started this September of 2022, and there everybody has their hiccups. It's just like trying to this city is it's in an old school way,
Hmm.
and the thing that I was most excited about was that they gave us the opportunity to do this. Like they were like a 32-year-old open up a bar. It's gonna be a crazy environment, and they were so scared of it being next to courthouse, which I completely understood.
Right.
But the challenge was having them understand that us and the city, we have the same thing in mind. Like it's not physical, and it's not physical to them yet, but like they didn't want me to go in there and make it let trashy looking place. So
Yeah.
what we really focused on was making it old, bringing that rustic look back out to it, and just entrepreneurish, and I think we hit it right on the nail, because a lot of the city commissioners have been coming out, and they really love the place, and I love hearing that,
Yeah, that's great. And that was my next question was going to be, it sounds like at first you had some backlash from, oh, we don't know how this is going to work out.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they did. They weren't too excited about it whenever it came down to it, because they were scared, and I get it.
Yeah.
It's that you're putting a bar next to a courthouse, but
Right.
I felt like with the way we done it, we really made it classy, and that's classy, and like just vintage. Vintage is the best word to explain it.
Yeah. Well, look at the both sides of it, right? If people go to
Yeah.
court and they have a great day, you're going to have a great time at your bar. If
Yeah.
people go to court and they have a bad day, you're going to have a great day at the bar. It's a win-win for you.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, when did you open?
We opened September 30th.
September 30th. Wow. So, man, that's early, and it's already taken off.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of traction, and that's what's really really exciting. Like
Yeah.
I knew it was something different, but I didn't know people would really really catch on to it like they did.
Hmm. So your fiance has her side. She does her hair. Is it just hair that she does?
She just does male hair.
Okay, male hair,
Yeah.
and then you have your side to
Uh,
where.
yeah, it's the bar, sports bar type of thing. So like, that's really worked out well too because we can't open right now till 1 p.m.
Hmm.
But you come in at 1 p.m., you see a line at the barbershop side. You just
Wow.
say, yeah, you say, hey, I'm gonna go over and sit down and have a beer.
Uh huh.
And we got a lot of customization into it. Like her brother-in-law, Luca, he's a professional chainsaw artist.
Nice.
And that's another thing I want you to check out on the bar side. And what he did was he made this was the first time he ever made a bar, but I believed in him because he does chainsaw art out of trees,
Hmm.
so he made this bar, and then he carved all over it, like carved lucky fades and cursive in it, like just put his own customization to it, because it's funny, you'll see a video on there, and it says well, got the new bar in here, about to chop it up, and that's him, he's starting up the chainsaw, about to carve right into it.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. I mean, he's confident what he does, and he's very, very talented.
Right. That's so cool. So, what does your bar offer? Food,
Yeah, we
bar
offer
food.
pizzas right now. Like
Mhm.
my big thing was, I'd like to expand later on, and I'd like to make it more food offered. But I'm trying to keep it simple because I know whenever you overexert yourself, you start getting bad quality. So I wanted to keep it simple, and then because I never bartended, I never owned a bar,
Mhm.
and my biggest focus was that I wanted to make sure I gave everybody a good experience. And a good experience means that you get really good at one thing and then you expand from there. You don't just like do a whole bunch of stuff and get bad reps off of all of it.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's yeah, it's really doing well though, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, yeah. So, is there any plans for expansion, like maybe bringing a chef to like have a nice menu and expand the bar into like
Yeah, I,
a
I
nice.
definitely do have plans like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I kind of got a 5-year plan. Like I don't really have the room right now, but I mean, if we get the opportunity and people demand more, yeah, there's no issue with me packing up and moving, and setting it up somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, that was my next question was going to be. We're moving right through. To what are your expectations for your business? The next year or two, or even like you said, beyond five. What are your expectations?
I, I'm just doing everything I can to get it out there. Like
Yeah.
I want everybody to know about. I want because everybody that comes in there, they're just mesmerized by it, because
Mhm.
it's not everything that's in there. Like we done ourselves, and there's a lot of customization and a lot of like hard work to it.
Mhm.
It's something that people come in and they want to come back. So I
Yeah.
just I just I just want to do the best business that I can for the next. I mean, till I'm done with it, and just get the brand out there. I'm very proud of this brand and very
Yeah.
confident.
That was my next question. Is how'd you come up with the name Lucky
Lucky
Fades?
Fades. It was funny because oh man, it started out like like I said, it was just off the wall. I wanted to start up a barbershop slash bar, and got was getting into the buildings, and I'm like, what do I call it? And I'm like, how do I get people in here? And then I typed in barbershop on Google, and nothing. Like I'm looking for like something that would pop out, and I said,
Right.
what about just a basic Southern Illinois barbershop and gaming? And that was the first original name I wanted to stick with was Southern Illinois Barbershop and Gaming.
Mhm.
But there's no character to it.
Yeah, it's a long
So
title, right? Yeah.
yeah, there's no character. It's so that's whenever I just sat down and I'm like, well, I'm very focused on having these slot machines. So the Lucky, and then fades is a big guy's haircut. Like I
Mhm.
want the fade. So that's whenever we just tied the two together, Lucky Fades.
That's very cool. I love it.
Mhm.
I love the name, and that's what I was intrigued by when I saw it, coming through my timeline. I'm like, Lucky Fades, and then
Yeah,
I saw your when you're about, and I'm like, well, this is interesting. I really got to talk to this guy.
yeah, yeah. Did you see the logo? Did you notice the logo?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So
Yeah,
in the background, like you'll see the barbershop side, and you'll see the bar side. You see slot machines, a beer, and
yep,
that stuff on one side. Because we just wanted
yeah,
to entangle them together.
yep. And you got the guy with the mustache. It's
Yeah,
it's it's good. It's really
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Definitely got to have our listeners check it out, and I'll put the link to the Facebook page, I guess, in the show notes.
yeah.
Um, and we'll do
Yeah,
that as well.
it's just Lucky Fades, no space or anything.
Yeah. So real quick, what about any plans of maybe turning this into a franchise?
Honestly, I got that on my next. I would like to do that. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like you put me up to any of them corporate businesses nowadays, like we'd blow them out of the water.
Yeah.
We just have a lot more to offer. I feel like it's a better business plan,
Uh huh.
and it's just I'm not going to be the one in control of it, but yeah, I'd be willing to sell it off, and then as long as I can keep this one means a lot to me.
Yeah.
It's like my baby.
Uh
We
huh.
don't have any kids, so we put our heart and soul into this place.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. When I saw your business model, and in my mind spinning, all these ideas, and I'm like, man, this would be a great franchise.
I know,
This is
and
so great.
I hear that a lot, and I want it to happen. Like I said, I'm not against it, but
Yeah.
I'll make sure whoever gets it, they do it the right way. Because
Yeah.
the one thing we have is you know I don't know how to really explain it, like realism.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And I think that's what's cool about it. We're entrepreneurs. We're just trying to find our path through life and coming up with these creative ideas. It's awesome. I love
Mhm.
it. You know,
Yeah.
it's great. So how do we contact you? How do we reach out to you? How do we find you?
You can contact me through Facebook, or you can contact me through my phone number. Do do you want me to put it on here, or?
Yeah, it's up to you if you want. It's on your Facebook, right?
Yeah, yeah. My Facebook's the best way to get a hold of me.
Okay.
Lucky Fades. Uh, if you type it in on the, let's see if it works that way. Because
Yeah,
I
I'll
know.
what I'll
Uh,
do is I'll put the link to your Facebook page in the show notes so people can just click right on that. And your
yeah,
phone
that'd be
number is
great.
right there on the front page with the address. So
Yeah.
that's what you have. It's great. We gotta get you a website.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to do that next. It's moved so fast. I haven't even got a website set up yet.
All right, and you got a guy to reach out to you to interview on a podcast, and you didn't even got a website yet.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's taken off really quick, and I haven't even had time to set up a website yet. But
Right.
hey, it's
It's
awesome.
it's amazing.
Like I said, a guy from Maryland, 30 days into it, and he's interviewing me on this. So
Right. Well, I'm
yeah,
telling you, I'm coming out, man. You're high on my list to travel to. I want to see it. I want to experience it. We'll do a video from there,
yeah,
and
that'd be so awesome.
yeah,
That'd
we'll
be so
do a
awesome.
video interview tour of the place. And, get it out there.
Yeah,
You know,
that's exactly what I want.
absolutely. So, you have
Yeah.
anything else you want to add before we close up here?
Nah, no, not really. I mean, yeah, shout out to Pinckneyville, Pinckneyville, Illinois.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for giving us this opportunity and letting us run with it and run our ideas. I know they were scared of it at the beginning, but I think little stuff like this will make it be like maybe we have something special here in Pinckneyville. Maybe it is
Yeah.
something. Maybe we, you know, it's just you
Yeah,
gotta
and I
get it.
think yeah, and I think if you keep it clean and it sounds like it's because people are interested. Keep it the way you're doing it. I think it's going to expand, and then once you get that out there and start getting franchise, it's going to take off. It's going to be a hit.
I think so too. I love
Yeah.
hearing. I love people that like kind of look into it the way I do.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've stayed up night and day over this business for the
Uh-huh.
past almost 2 years, and finally, it's finally taken off. It's what I dreamed of.
Right. Your dream has come true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
And same here. My dream is coming true. Look, I'm reaching out to people. I'm I'm getting podcast interviews, and this is what I love to do. I love hearing stories and sharing, and I love to help businesses thrive and grow, from entrepreneurship, wait on out there and just take off,
Yeah. Do you travel? I remember you saying that like you're on the road a lot. You
Yeah,
travel
I
too.
travel. I'm on the road a lot. Yeah, absolutely.
That's so cool, man.
Yep. Yep.
That
And
is
this is what I
awesome.
want to do full time. I'm getting there. It's on my radar to make this my full time.
Man, yeah, I that would be, go through and you just check out, like, you talk to people, and you're passed through, like, say Illinois, you stop by the business that you interviewed, and that'd be really awesome.
Yeah, so my business model entails not only interviewing business owners, but I also do undercover reviews. So I come into your place undercover and
Okay.
give you the details of how your business is ran so you can see, how people are perceiving your business. We're a step above the way Yelp and Google do things because they're not professional people who are actually doing it. With me,
Yeah.
you get people who are hired and trained to do these reviews undercover. So you're getting the truth and the details, the
Okay.
non-biased opinions of how your business is doing. That's
Yeah,
how
man,
this
I would
works.
love that. I would love for that to happen, because
Yeah. So.
you can't ever have bad criticism, and that's another thing I took into it. I mean, it was hard start. I mean, I've been running the bar a lot myself this past month, and
Mhm.
I've got some criticism of the prices and stuff and the way things are done, and that's what I explain to people. I'm like, hey, I've never bartended before, and I've only been open for 3 days. You got to give me a break,
Right.
But if I wasn't there in person listening to these people, and I just hired people and said, hey, run this place, and give me the money, I wouldn't have known this stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why I say I'm very passionate, because I
Right.
want to know people's inputs.
Right. So we'll have a conversation after the podcast, and then we'll
Okay.
talk about. I got some great ideas for you. Get some processes and procedures lined up for you, and we'll make you successful.
Yeah,
You know.
that'd be awesome, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Aaron, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it. I know it's early out there. You're an hour behind us.
Oh man, we got to get the day started anyway. We got a bunch going on today. Oh, it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah. So you had mentioned that you have some event out there going on. Tell our listeners about the event that's coming up.
Yeah, it's Mardi Gras. It's just a small thing in Pinckneyville. We have it every year. I mean,
Uh-huh.
that's why I wanted it open a month before this day, because a lot of people come home from their different towns to their hometown, and I want them to see and experience our place.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure it was ran right whenever they did come here.
Absolutely. That's great. Aaron, again, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. And
Thank you.
yes, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. We'll chat soon.
You too. Thank you, Charles.
Thanks. Take care, bud. Thanks. You've been listening to the Q.A.C. Team Podcast with your host, Charles Luttrell. Connect with us on the web at qacteam.com, Facebook and Instagram at qac.team. Thanks for listening.